Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and hearing out my plea. I am in a little bit of trouble, so I am starting a GoFundMe in order to pay for this semester's tuition as well as the living expenses that I've incurred over the semester. I have been living off of financial aid, and I got denied financial aid. I've gone through a series of loops and jumps to try and appeal that decision, and I have been unsuccessful. So my financial aid has been indefinitely taken away from me, and I am too far into the semester to turn back now. So I cannot withdraw from my classes, so I definitely owe tuition, and I've also actually had to borrow money to pay my rent and other bills this semester, which I was doing so in thinking that eventually I was going to get my financial aid package, and then I would just be able to pay back my incredibly gracious friends who helped me out in my time of need. And that didn't happen. What ended up happening was I was denied, finally, my financial aid. So now I need your help. Any help that you can possibly give me to not only get through this semester, but also to move back to New York. So my plan is to, ironically, move back to New York, where since I've left in the past 2 years, they have passed a bill that has made city colleges in New York free for people who make under $125,000 a year. So those of you that know that I moved to Utah because New York school was too expensive will understand the irony in this situation. But it seems that now New York is actually my only recourse at this point if I'm going to get a degree. And I do intend to get a degree. I'm not going to give up now. I am rallying in every way that I can. I'm going to get a full-time job as soon as possible and start saving up my money to come back to New York. But I'm already in a whole lot of trouble for this semester. So I'm asking for $8,000. That will help me pay off the tuition that I already owe, pay people back for the rent and bills that I owe them, and then leave me just a couple $1,000s to add to what I will make to move back to New York. This is a time-sensitive matter because in order to be a beneficiary of the free schooling in New York City, you actually do have to be a resident of New York. In order to gain residency, you have to be there for a year. So I want to get back to New York as soon as possible, hopefully by January, so that I can gain residency in the year 2018 and officially be able to go back to school in 2019. So I know it's a lot to ask, and I know I have some explaining to do. So please look at the next video, and I will go into more depth as to why my financial aid got canceled.